Okay, now we're back. So far we've talked about basic computing. We've talked about what a basic network is. Now let's talk about what virtualization is, okay? So virtualization, imagine you really need to use a Windows application that runs on a Windows computer, but here's the problem. You're running on a Mac computer, okay? Imagine you have a MacBook Pro, but say you need to run, I don't know, Microsoft Word, and the version of Microsoft Word that you have only runs on a Microsoft computer, okay? Well, one of the ways you can get past that is by using virtualization. Virtualization represents making the Microsoft Word and all the underlying basic computing pieces accessible on a different platform, okay? So in order to have Microsoft Word, of course, you would have your MS, Microsoft, what's called operating system. So we'll say OS for short. Your Microsoft OS, okay? But it would be more than that. You would have to what's called virtualize all the basic computing components. So you would have to have, of course, what's called a virtual CPU, virtual RAM, okay, also known as memory, and you would have to have the virtual disk, okay? All of these would have to be virtual. Now, well, how do we do that, you may ask? Well, you would install an application to do that, okay? So what that would look like is that you would download an application from the internet, okay? In this case, there are a few common ones that you can use on your laptop. Depending on the power of your laptop, you can probably go and download them right now. A nice free one is called VirtualBox. The one that I use most often. VirtualBox, okay? You can download that. Then from there, you can install the Microsoft operating system. And then you can install your application, okay, on top of that. And keep in mind, your VirtualBox sits on your Mac. So, and that's how you would be able to install a Microsoft application on your Mac computer, basically, using virtualization. That's what it's called. So you're virtualizing the basic computing components and you're putting it on basically another computer. All right, so it's like you have a computer that's of a different OS on any OS of your choice, if that makes sense, okay? So that is one of the use cases, you could say, the reason why you would use virtualization. There are many more. Like in a scenario where you have a larger organization, you can use virtualization to make things more efficient, but we'll talk about that at a later class, okay? All right. So another one checked off, virtualization. Cool.